Hey, it's Midnight Raven in isolation day 9. Oh my god, it has been a rough 9 days, I tell you. I'm over this isolation now. I am officially sick of it. But day 9, finally, yes, finally, I have a negative test. I know, I don't believe it myself. You're gonna have to excuse my voice. It is so goddamn croaky today. But look at that. I have a negative test finally. I am white as a sheet, I know. Oh, but I have one negative test, which means I can officially leave the house, I believe. I have spoke to my son who said that I could officially leave the house now if I wanted to. But I believe I have to have 2 negative tests to attend work, though. So, I mean, I say it's 100% negative. I have took a picture. I have exposed it. I have tried to see if it's negative. I think there is a very, very faint line that doesn't come up on my camera. But honestly, from what I can see with my 2 eyeballs and the time it's taken me to take it, it is showing negative. That's what I can see. I don't know about anybody else. If you can see a line there, let me know. But I believe that is negative. I've shown it to my son. He says there might be a very faint line that you can't, there's just not enough to constitute a line. I've gone to different rooms and I've tried it. And there is a tiny, if I hold it up to the light, there does look like a tiny little, tiny, minuscule. But when I took the picture on the camera, it's not showing up. So maybe it's just a bit of light exposure causing it. So I have to have another negative test tomorrow to be able to go back to work Friday. Work are still believe wanting 2 negatives in a row. To be fair enough, that's a fair request. I have got a food to go bag later to pick up. I picked one up yesterday. I'm going to town later to pick up another one. I feel a bit more comfortable now that I have a first negative test to be able to go to town. I'm literally going to town. I am going to the chippy, maybe picking up some chips. Because I haven't really eaten anything like substantial that isn't like a microwave meal. And I just need just some food, greasy takeaway or something. I only ordered one takeaway while I was off sick because A, it costs a lot, and B, I really didn't want the chance of spreading it. I've been very cautious while I've been off. I have generally stayed indoors. I did go to the pharmacy, but that was to pick up medication, and you can do that. And I did go to town to pick up food, which I'm also allowed to because I live alone. As long as I wore a mask while I was out and I went straight to where I was going, got the stuff and came straight back, it's totally following the rules to do so. So I am getting another food to go, too good to go bag or magic bag from Costa this afternoon. And we will see again what we get for our £3. Hopefully it's some good food. Yesterday we got a toasty, a sub, we got a mac and cheese pasta, and then we got a pan au chocolat. So some really nice, tasty food. I've had the mac and cheese, the pan au chocolat I was going to have for breakfast, but didn't feel like it this morning. Felt a little bit off still. To be fair, I feel a little bit off. Like, I know it's negative and the cough is subsiding, but I just feel, I don't know, the body doesn't quite feel right. I've heard that it could take a couple of weeks to feel like 100%. it does take a while, although you're negative from COVID, the long-term effects that it's had on your body, the constant feeling tired, the constant fever, the constant drain on your system, it does take a while for you to replenish, get your appetite back, get back in the full swing of it, and start to feel like, I guess, you're back to whatever you want to call normal. So I'm going to get that Too Good To Go bag so I can leave the house. And I've probably picked the best day to leave the house compared to the rest of the week. Because the rest of the week, we obviously had 3 storms hit simultaneously, one day after the other. There was Storm Eunice, Storm Dudley, and then there was Storm Franklin. I think it was yesterday or the day before. It's a bit hard to keep up with all these storms. But today, I don't know, we have blue skies. Everything is still a little, as you can see, the bird stuff is still everywhere. To be fair, we didn't get a lot of damage around here. The skip that's over the back, if you can see it, there's a skip over the back that got blown around quite a lot, and there was quite a lot of debris everywhere. The bird tables unfortunately fell, and one of them's kind of broken. So there were bits and pieces that we had around here. We didn't have as much damage as places like London, where scaffolding fell down. The roof of the Millennium Dome, or O2 Arena, whatever it's called, was ripped off. One of our local schools had their roof come off. Things like allotments were just obliterated. Greenhouses smashed. Chickens were on the run. So no lasting damage, stuff that, I think it was more the British spirit that was tarnished. We're not used to having storms, high winds like that. The highest, I believe, was 122 miles an hour in the Isle of Wight. Around here, I think they were hitting like 80, 90 miles an hour. It was quite bad around here, I think, at one point. And then it died down to around 70 the next day. So it was still pretty bad. And in all honesty, it took really till like yesterday or today for it to really die down considerably. Hopefully there's no other storm on the way, because the UK does need to recuperate. There were a lot of damages. We had 4 people killed, I believe, and many, many more injured. One woman, I believe, was killed when a tree flattened her car. Another guy was killed by a falling tree, I believe. There was a couple of incidents with falling trees and that. You were told not to go out unless you absolutely have to, which, you were fair warned, an amber warning, a red warning. You were told not to go out. And to be honest, a lot of people just carried on and took no notice of it. That's your choice, I guess. They did say to stay at home unless you had to go out. There were schools that were closed. People had cancelled events. People had closed businesses early to get home. You have to take things like this seriously. It only took a tree to kill a person, just falling on their car or whatever, and you're gone in a heartbeat. So take things seriously. When the UK has a weather warning, you should take notice of it, because it's not like this happens very often here. So for them to give a weather warning of an amber or a red alert means that this is some serious shit, that we're not used to this kind of stuff, and that, wake up, you need to take notice. So luckily I was in isolation for the entirety of it. I hadn't left my flat apart from getting my medication, and then when I got home that night, all the skies opened with the rain, so missed that, but only just. We're still getting heavy rain. It was heavy raining, I believe it was last night or the night before. So there are still some turbulent wind and rain that we've had the last day, even though the couple of storms were the last couple of days. So there is a trail from the storm, but hopefully everybody I know in the UK was all right. But if you look in the news, there are some sad stories of people losing life, people injured. damage to property, and we just have to pull ourselves together as we do in the UK and carry on. That's what we've always done. But yeah, so isolation day 9, I have a negative test, so I can officially, well, I'm not officially negative to be able to like go out and like have dinner somewhere or something, but as of tomorrow, if I am negative, I can contact work. I can see if I can go back to work Friday, and I can just try and get back to normal. Hopefully my body will feel back to normal soon. I have lost a ton of weight. As you can see, I've lost a ton. I've lost over half a stone while being ill, which isn't the diet I wanted. I wanted to lose some weight, but COVID diet, don't recommend it at all. Sorry if my body doesn't look quite in shape at the minute. Honestly, I've lost so much weight that I now need to get to the old squats to tone it up. So hopefully I can get back to doing yoga and get back in the swing now that I feel a little bit better, and we can start toning up that tummy again, because obviously losing half a stone now, I got a little bit of excess room in my trousers, so I'm either going to have to eat a lot or we're going to have to tone it up. So maybe down the line when I'm feeling better, I can start doing some yoga and some fitness. I had wanted to start doing it a couple of weeks ago, but then I had my COVID jab, and then I fell off, and then I've had COVID itself and fell off. So hopefully maybe for March I can start doing maybe one yoga video a week or something and start slowly, because people have been asking to see my yoga workouts. I use restraint bands. I'm looking to get a yoga ball. I'm looking to get yoga blocks. I want to do yoga like fully, because there isn't just the basic yoga. You've got cardio yoga and high tense yoga and all these other yogas that I want to try, because they do different things. And obviously with a bad back, with not feeling good, they do suggest doing some good high intense activity, which I can and can't do with my back to a certain extent. But yoga is how I tone. Yoga is how I basically, it's my exercise that I use, because that's what I feel comfortable with, alongside things like walking and everything. So yeah, so I'm on the mend. I'm going to get that Too Good To Go bag later. I will put that up tonight as a video in case you want to see it. If you don't know what the Too Good To Go app is, what I'm going to do is I'm making a separate video this time just dedicated to the app. So if you want to know more about the app, I'm going to go into more details. There are loads of places that do this app, so you have to narrow it down to your area. But if you then stay overnight somewhere else overnight, you can change the location. There's so much to this app that I'm going to explain in a video later once I pick it up. I'm sorry I sound croaky. I am sorry I am so white. Very white today. Rocking the goth look without having to have powder is sometimes a blessing. Saves money. But if you want to see more from me, give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to support the channel, link to the PayPal. Give us a super chat or become a member. And I will see you very soon for another video, and hopefully tomorrow I am officially out of quarantine altogether and I can just go back to normal and we can do some normal content out and about. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye guys.